Leaked messages seen by the ABC reveal a plan to use Queensland Senator Fraser Anning to expand the agenda of extreme right-wing activists. Alex Mann is an investigative reporter with the background briefing program for ABC. He says the messages show plans for a racist campaign to help re-elect Senator Anning.
One of the people that we've been able to identify in the text messages is a man by the name of Andrew Wilson, who has a long history of involvement in white nationalist causes here in Australia. And what we see in the exchanges between him and some others is a specific and quite racist and outrageous plan for Senator Anning's re-election. Some of the things that they have planned really are about gaining publicity and hopefully global attention. They do go into some detail talking about stunts involving blackface and other taboos, doing videos that cause controversy, and sending out highly provocative letterboxing campaigns and an avalanche of posts on social media, all centred around pushing the agenda to the right. Senator Anning is viewed by a lot of these people as something of an opportunity. He's somebody who says things that have previously been thought of as taboo. I think one of the favoured philosophies of the alt-right is this idea of what's called an Overton window, that there exists boundaries on acceptable discourse, and somebody like Fraser Anning is really effective in breaking the boundaries of that and pushing things to the right. So they see in him someone who can help further their cause and mainstream ideas that have previously been thought of as taboo. This group that we're talking about here was back in 2009. It's called the New South Wales Humanist Society, and it's just about the last place that you could possibly imagine to be the target for a white supremacist takeover bid. It's located in Chippendale, in the heart of sort of progressive inner city Sydney. There's a rainbow painted on the outside of the place, and its ideals are founded on the 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights. But it was a target. And there were a group of about 30 people who called themselves Club Nation who planned and discussed their activities on a Nazi forum called Stormfront. And they actually managed to get a number of their guys elected onto the Humanist Society's committee. They eventually were discovered and kicked out, but a lot of those people, Andrew Wilson was one of those, the young man identified in the chats that we've found, continued on to other activities. There were some interesting stories that came around 2017 of Clive Palmer's social media accounts going from silly, humorous stuff to quite hardcore anti-Semitic memes. Andrew Wilson admits in the messages we've seen that he was behind some of those anti-Semitic memes. And then more recently, Background Briefing exposed a group of these same young people from a group called the New Guard, plotting to infiltrate and join the New South Wales Young Nationals. Again, they were found out, and 22 of those guys have since been banned from the Nationals for life. It's difficult to say exactly, what belongs to a candidate and what belongs to a group of people that support that candidate. What we're really looking at here is not so much Anning and his particular views and whether or not he is being directly influenced by the activities of the alt-right. What we've actually seen is that this is a movement of people that latches itself onto causes, institutions, other groups and politics that they think that they can either influence, infiltrate and subvert for their own purposes. And so whether or not Senator Anning is re-elected this year is actually sort of beside the point, because this is a group of people that has proven itself to be quite determined and committed to the cause. They've tried before, and if they're unsuccessful this time, then it's likely that they'll try again.